The United States Constitution is a living document, one that has evolved through amendments to meet the changing needs of its people. Let's explore these amendments, which reflect the struggles, progress, and aspirations of the United States. First Amendment guarantees freedoms concerning religion, expression, assembly, and the right to petition. It forbids Congress from both promoting one religion over others and also restricting an individual's religious practices. It guarantees freedom of expression by prohibiting Congress from restricting the press or the rights of individuals to speak freely. It also guarantees the right of citizens to assemble peaceably and to petition their government. Second Amendment protects the right to keep and bear arms. Third Amendment prohibits the forced quartering of soldiers in private homes without the homeowner's consent, forbidding the practice in peacetime. Fourth Amendment prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures and sets out requirements for search warrants based on probable cause. Fifth Amendment sets out rules for indictment by grand jury and eminent domain, protects the right to due process, and prohibits self-incrimination and double jeopardy. Sixth Amendment protects the right to a fair and speedy public trial by jury, including the rights to be notified of the accusations, to confront the accuser, to obtain witnesses, and to retain counsel. Seventh Amendment provides for the right to trial by jury in certain civil cases, according to common law. Eighth Amendment prohibits excessive fines and excessive bail, as well as cruel and unusual punishment. Ninth Amendment asserts the existence of an enumerated rights retained by the people. 10th Amendment limits the powers of the federal government to those delegated to it by the Constitution. 11th Amendment makes states immune from suits from out-of-state citizens and foreigners not living within the state borders, lays the foundation for sovereign immunity. 12th Amendment revises presidential election procedures by having the president and vice president elected together, as opposed to the vice president being the runner-up in the presidential election. 13th Amendment abolishes slavery and involuntary servitude except as punishment for a crime. 14th Amendment defines citizenship, contains the Privileges or Immunities Clause, the Due Process Clause, the Equal Protection Clause, and deals with post-Civil War issues. 15th Amendment prohibits the denial of the right to vote based on race, color, or previous condition of servitude. 16th Amendment allows the federal government to collect income tax. 17th Amendment establishes the direct election of United States senators by popular vote. 18th Amendment prohibited the manufacturing or sale of alcohol within the United States. Prohibition. It was later repealed by the 21st Amendment. 19th Amendment. The 19th Amendment, ratified in 1920, is a landmark achievement in gender equality, granting women the right to vote in the United States. It explicitly prohibits any denial of voting rights on the basis of sex, thereby dismantling legal barriers to women's suffrage and advancing democratic inclusivity. 20th Amendment changes the date on which the terms of the President and Vice President, January 20th, and of Congress, January 3rd, begin and end, known as the Lame Duck Amendment. 21st Amendment. The 21st Amendment, ratified in 1933, holds the unique distinction of being the only amendment to repeal another amendment, specifically the 18th Amendment, which had instituted Prohibition in 1920. Prohibition made the manufacture, sale, and transportation of alcoholic beverages illegal in the United States, leading to a rise in bootlegging, speakeasies, and organized crime. The 21st Amendment ended Prohibition, reflecting a shift in public opinion and the recognition of the policy's unintended negative consequences. By granting states the power to regulate alcohol, this amendment restored the legal status of alcohol production and consumption, marking a significant moment in American legal and social history. 22nd Amendment. The 22nd Amendment to the United States Constitution, ratified in 1951, was enacted in response to President Franklin D. Roosevelt's unprecedented four-term tenure. This amendment explicitly restricts anyone from being elected to the presidency more than twice. Additionally, it stipulates that if someone becomes president through the line of succession, meaning they were not elected to the position, but assumed it due to the sitting president's inability to serve and serves more than 2 years of the original president's term. They may only be elected to the presidency once more. Thus, the amendment ensures that no individual can serve as president for more than a total of 10 years, reinforcing the principle of executive turnover and preventing the concentration of power in the hands of a single individual for too long. 23rd Amendment. The 23rd Amendment, ratified in 1961, enables residents of Washington, D.C., the United States capital, to participate in presidential elections by granting them electors in the Electoral College, which selects the president and vice president. Before this amendment, D.C. residents could not vote in these elections, despite being subject to federal laws and taxes, effectively giving them representation in choosing national leaders. 24th Amendment prohibits the revocation of voting rights due to the non-payment of poll taxes or any other taxes. 25th Amendment addresses succession to the presidency and establishes procedures both for filling a vacancy in the office of the vice president as well as responding to presidential disabilities. 26th Amendment. The 26th Amendment, ratified in 1971, ensures that us citizens who are 18 years old or older cannot be denied the right to vote because of their age. This amendment lowered the voting age from 21 to 18, reflecting the belief that individuals old enough to be drafted for military service should also have the right to vote. It was a significant change in American voting rights, expanding democracy to include younger citizens and acknowledging their role in society and decision-making processes. This amendment broadened the electorate and reinforced the principle that age should not be a barrier to participating in democracy. 27th Amendment. The 27th Amendment, ratified in 1992, ensures that any change to the salary of members of Congress can only take effect after the next election of representatives. This means lawmakers cannot immediately benefit from salary increases they approve, making it a measure to prevent self-interest and ensure changes in compensation reflect voters' approval through an election cycle. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour through the 27 amendments that have shaped, challenged, and defined the United States Constitution and, by extension, the life of every American, from ensuring individual freedoms and rights in the Bill of Rights to adapting to the evolving needs of our society through amendments like those granting women the right to vote and lowering the voting age to 18. Each amendment tells a story of struggle, progress, and the ongoing quest for a more perfect union. In the end, please like, comment, share and subscribe our channel, The Mighty Explainer.